my channel. We're going to look at today the final of the Stunty League, sponsored by the Rock Paper Shotgun Divisions of Death, as my screen flashes madly in front of me, but hopefully that'll be the last of the technical problems. Now, this is a Stunty only league, and essentially it's the 5 canon Stunty teams, so that's Goblins, Ogres, Halflings, Underworld without Skaven, and obviously the final one, which is
Lizards
without Saurus, or Saurai if you're posh. There we go.
Totally not Saurai. Definitely isn't Saurai.
Not Saurai. So we had I think about 26, well, let's call it 30 teams, and this is the final, the end of the league. After a standard league you go into a playoff, and this is the final game of the playoff. So without any further rambling from me, because I'm rambling madly, I want to introduce my co-hosts who we've got here. So first of all, one of the coaches in the final, Corn Knight. Hello, Corn Knight.
Hello, Ethelred, how are you?
I'm nervous and anxious, but it seems to be going so well so far, thank you.
I'm so glad this is not my channel.
Yeah, brilliant. Well, well, there you go. Have you got anything to say about yourself before we start?
I've won it once already, but then again, so did the person I'm playing this replay in. We're what's the word? Casting this game.
Yes. Yes, down with the kids. Good. Okay, second person, all the way from Poland in the European Union. It's Larry. Hello, Larry.
Hello everyone. It's midnight here in Poland, and I'm very glad I can co-cast with you this very final of Stunty League. This is a very important moment because many of the people from Stunty League counted on Halflings to win this season. Finally, after so many years.
Yes, indeed.
I thought you were for the green wave. I thought it was all about the green skin for you.
Wow.
But green skins aren't Stunty. Not truly.
Yeah. Well, yeah, except the ones who have won like all the other Stunty Cup.
Yeah.
So actually, we should mention that. So every other Stunty Cup before this is the 6th Stunty Cup.
Yes.
And they've all been won by flavors of goblins. So either goblin teams
we are
or
glad
Underworld.
that there are no goblins.
No goblins.
Yeah. And this is Underworld versus Lizards.
Yeah, and also
No, it's not. It's Halflings versus Lizards.
Yes, Halflings versus Lizards, and for all prospective coaches, all 5 previous Stunty Cups have been won by brand new teams as well. This one, the 6th final, is the one only won by developed teams. So everyone is in with a chance. Okay, and the last person we're going to introduce, who's been listening patiently, and I can't believe hasn't butted in yet, is Helio-centric from the north. Hello, Helio.
North of the wall. Hello.
Wait, north of the wall?
No.
Yeah, north
not
of
Hadrian's Wall.
North of Hadrian's Wall. North of any wall. North of where
Millwall.
we are. North of Millwall.
Yes.
Can you describe yourself
this one's
in 3 sentences,
myself.
Helio?
I am.
No is the answer.
There's no vampires here. I'm not sure why I'm here.
Okay, thank you.
Are you a vampire specialist?
Alright, so that's enough preamble. So, basically, this is the Stunty League final. It's all Stunty teams. It's great. We want you to play. We're going to talk over this now. We're going to go straight into the game after we've looked at the teams. And yeah, I hope you enjoy the show, such as it is. And if you don't enjoy it, well, don't tell anyone else. That'd be good. Okay. Right, so, into Blood Bowl 2 now. Corn Knight, can you talk us through your Lizard team?
Okay, yeah. Well, it's pretty straightforward. There are essentially 2 stars of the team. Dodger, who is the Croxagore, who isn't a Dodger, although she does have break tackle now, and also tackle and block. So she's done pretty well to have 2 doubles, and basically goes around killing lots, and is very useful. And also Krendor, my star skink, who is an Agi 4 block and sure feet sidestep skink, who's just behind Dodger at the moment.
Okay,
I'll
click on them a bit later.
Blocker. It might be in the league.
The only AG4 what?
Might be the
Oh,
only
block-
AG4 blocker in the league. I don't know. As far as I'm
Maybe. I know. I think there's a goblin as well.
Hmm.
But yeah, obviously, Agi4 with Stunty is amazing, and then being Blodge in a division in a league where no one has general access is also pretty stunning. There's definitely a block strength.
Yes,
Goblin
there's a
out
few of
there.
them. There's a few of them about.
Other than those two, I've got 4 diving tackle sidestep skinks who can be very irritating, and 5 rubbish skinks who, 2 of them are loners, 3 of them loners?
2
Two of them
loners.
Yeah.
No
And
bench.
no bench. No, lizards are hella expensive, and also
especially
they
in this
die.
format.
Yeah, like they die a lot, and I can hardly keep up with replacing them. I mean, I've had one game I think where I've had a bench of 1, and then he died, and then now I'm 2 players down. So it's pretty unlikely to have spare players.
Whereas a
as
Fling goes
lizards.
for 30k. When a Fling
Yeah.
dies, you just buy a new one. A Snotling goes for 20k, but a Skink is 80. So
Yeah, 60, but
is
yeah,
it not? Is it not 80?
no, 60.
No, it's
Okay,
okay,
I'm
great.
thinking I'm actually going to.
but I mean, 60 is still twice a halfling, and you'll see the number of players that James Sengili has when
Full house, isn't it? Including.
Full house, yeah.
no one player short, I think.
Yeah, but got Zara on.
Yeah, and Puggy
Oh,
as
yeah.
well.
15, yeah. Including Zara.
Okay, great. So let's look at the halfling team. Larry, anything to say about
Segueing
Sengil 89s or James
Yeah,
Y,
I
also
will-
known?
I've got to say a bunch of things. First, we've got a deep bench on the halfling team, which is very good because, as you mentioned, halflings are very cheap and they can foul and they can. It's just a fodder can fodder, yeah.
Yep.
But we've got some bad news for the halfling team. First, we've got with Chef, we've got up to 6 rerolls for this team, which is a lot. Well, we've got auto reroll on dodge for everyone except Treeman, and even stars can have this dodge. So I don't think that 6 reels, up to 6 reels, is actually new, but it's an option, obviously.
I mean, obviously he had 3 rerolls.
Basic, yeah, but he can get up to 3 from Chef, and when you play even 5 games in a season, you will have those 3
Yeah.
rerolls one game.
Just
yeah?
for the benefit
Well,
of
I mean-
viewers, I'm just highlighting the fact that he did get 4 rerolls on the chef roll with my mouse.
3.
There.
Yeah.
You're going to get 3.
3, sorry, 3.
Yeah.
4 plus 3.
4 would be.
And let's say the chef did some work in this game, but
Yeah.
to get 3 in one whole game is average.
Chef is one of the most OP investments in the game.
I don't agree
Obviously.
at all. I think the chef is awful. I think
Generally
Eve-
awful, unless you're flings. I think it's the wisdom. So Larry, back to the
Sorry.
halfling
Yeah,
team.
then we've got movement 1 Treeman, which isn't terrible at all, because they're slow anyway and they can get up without timber skill, which is now introduced into tabletop, if you don't know.
The skill timber.
Yeah.
Yeah, so go and play halflings on table. The second Treeman has multi-block, which is, well, it's common, but you've got to make this. It's hard to use. This skill is hard to use, but it makes sense in Stunty League for sure. When you've got a lot of strength 2 players, or 1, if you face ogres, right? And then we have bunch of blocks, 2 blocks on Flings. So block Fling is a blodger. It's very good for sure, and it makes them a blitzer. Yeah, blitzers, both of them. So they are very good. And we've got bunch of diving tackles and 1 sidestep and 1 sprint. And the reason why normal skills are bad on halflings is that 3 normal skills are to halflings, and you need all 16 players in this team, just because they are made of paper, and they foul a lot, this team. So the first normal is mostly sure feet on this team, because halflings are one of the slowest team even in Stunty League. And I think James will struggle against Lizardman with all this movement allowance.
Can I raise a point? You said he doesn't have a lot of use for reroll, but sprint is definitely going to give
sprint, but
rerolls.
if you have sure feet, you don't rerolls. Yeah.
Yeah, I just been.
Yeah, but he doesn't.
Even if you have sprint, you have just one reroll. So it's still risky to make more than one GFI. Also, with Fling team, you've got rerolls mostly for 3 men, because you don't want to root them and you want to pick up them. Yes?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
And then we've got 2 endorsements, I mean, other than Chef and Wizard, which are kinda no-brainers. And we've got stars. It's Puggy Bacon Breath, Strength 3, Block, Nerves of Steel.
Wasted.
Not giving the ball to Zara.
But you know, the blitz alone
Zara
obviously is
Yeah.
I get to control where I'm touching, right? So that's obviously.
So the balls with the blodger. I can understand why it didn't give to Zara, because she'd have to jump out, to be honest.
Oh yeah, I suppose not.
Against tail with loner as well. So that would have been great. Cages up fairly standardly, I guess.
Well, the thing is that Zara has Dauntless too.
She has
so
dodge, so
she can just block the crocs with one assist.
So I'm hoping out of sync. I've got the first KO on a skink.
Skink KO'd, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm in
Rooted tree.
bat and sync.
Oh,
Yeah, that's one of the things. So you know, like I would have re-rolled the route.
Yeah,
So
me too.
you know, it's important to still be able to move.
Okay,
to
so
around.
I think I have to go. Where are you guys?
Okay, and Zara is now stabbing the crocs
Yeah.
into stun. 6 on the Zara stab was,
That's
I got to admit, a little bit irritating.
Tell me when Puggy moves.
He's moved.
He's just hit. He's just hit.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Lining up for a foul on the crocs.
yeah. Now, and obviously,
Failed
like,
dodge.
And snake eyes.
yeah.
Applied to dodge and knocked out. Yeah, I would never have stabbed the crocs. I would have just even to get a 1 die. I think would be better. But
Yeah, I mean it's great, like, but you know, rewarded with the 6, so you know you can't fault, you know, hindsight whenever, can you?
no. Okay. So Fling turnover. It's not too bad, but
No.
Well, the thing is that your Flings are very cheap, so if Lizardman has 0 rerolls, you can just tag them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll play kind of a safe caging game, pick a wing, put lots of people around it. Use your trees to keep the crocs away.
Yeah, or you know, just stab it until it's stunned.
stab
you know,
it. Yeah.
Knock it out.
Okay. Is Puggy surrounded?
Yeah. Yeah,
push.
and obviously, you know, a whole team of blodgers makes for
A lot of pushes.
yeah. Although Lucky Pow on the
Just roll 1 die and power. Why not?
yeah, because
And
it
injured.
always it's obviously 1 die pows are much more effective than rolling 3 dice, which is what I usually try and do.
Okay. What's the Fling to do now? So. Tree
That's
to
why
attack
you
the
don't
crocs.
want to have leveled.
So I'm seeing a midfield cage by the tree
Yeah,
and the prone
Yeah.
crocs.
He'll be moving up soon, I'm sure.
but I mean, again, this is still one of those things where the lizards are so fast and the halflings are so slow.
Yeah, you can still get back easily, can't you, to defend here?
Yeah,
doing the stabs against the block AG4 is a lot of ability stacked in one player, so it makes sense to send the stab.
Yes.
Yeah. And obviously, stab works on AV10, but not against AV7.
Obviously.
Yes, it's called.
Could you tell me when Lizard starts your turn?
Just started.
They've just started.
Started.
Just started turn 2, turn 3.
Oh,
Oh no.
Yeah.
2.
Turn two.
Crocs
Yeah.
triple
Okay.
skulls.
Oh,
Oh,
you're
hang
good,
on,
yeah.
Helio. We're not there yet.
Oh, right.
that was
I've been
unlucky.
quick on my injury screens, so I'll pause for a few seconds.
Yeah, so
Boom,
triple
3
skull.
skulls.
That's
Yeah.
it. All over.
So I've got no rerolls, so there's not much you can do about it.
So she should stab first. Another failure, of course.
Yep. AV7 best AV.
Yeah. And then a pow straight away on
Yeah.
by Puggy. Well done. No armor break.
So the Crocs at this point spent more time on the ground
Yeah.
than stood up.
Well, has basically, if it wasn't for blitzing in the first turn, he wouldn't have been. He hasn't had a turn standing up at all.
Okay, side cage. Oh, not side cage, but
Yeah, but it's also about the threat, because this croc still lives. Yeah. So next drive he will be a threat again.
Also, I'd like to point out the diving tackle kind of forcing one dice rather than dodges away, which I think he would have preferred to do. And there are definitely lots of times when I would have liked to have extricated myself from my opponent's.
I would just let you hit my Flings, because you've got no rerolls, and I also know cancel a few of your assists make you do a 1 die yourself, rather than playing evasively. Because I mean, your turnover chance is so much higher than his.
oh, great dodge into a 2 TZ. But with
Yeah,
some
but
T doesn't matter, I suppose.
Yeah.
And then 1 was the last dodge. Okay.
Lonered, a snake eye.
So surely he wants to move you up the right hand flank here, surely. Double skulls with Puggy, that's awful.
Yeah. That was
But that's also risky.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I maybe
Shooting
wouldn't have. I would have got the
star.
other guy up round the corner first.
I mean, he has 2
and
guys
then
with
blitz
block.
with him.
But he
Yeah.
could have blitzed with. So that was
The thing
greedy.
is that one has the balls.
Yeah.
I mean, he has 4 players with block, and one of them strength 4. So
He can always blitz with 3 men, but the 3 man has just movement 0.
So surrounded. Get the power
Yeah.
eventually.
a little break tackle from the Crocs. Yeah, and obviously James mentioned in the chat that that soured his interest in using Puggy for quite some time.
Right.
There was a lot of things he could have done with Puggy later that
You didn't want to.
he didn't want to. Yeah, exactly.
Turn 5 just started.
Yeah, turnover because of Zara dodging out of a diving tackle Skink's tackle zone.
Yeah.
Which frankly,
And Croc Sigur's tackle.
yeah,
So
I was
that was
There was
Yeah,
tackling there too.
yeah,
below
the
that.
tackle. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, that was the
tail
worst
made it.
possible
That's why
dodge
Lonered
ever.
kicked in.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't agree with it at all. Oh yeah, and the tackle from the Crocs, of course. Yeah,
And the press and the tail from Crocs.
yeah, the tail.
But I
So-
completely overlooked that. A black hole
That was-
Crocs. That's quite.
That was 6 plus dodge without reroll.
Yeah, very silly.
Jesus.
When she could have just stabbed, and she could have jump up stabbed as well.
Yeah.
At that.
Yes.
Which was something I don't think James made use of at all.
Crocs is marking the ball carrier.
And again, with the thing with Stunty is obviously everyone goes off the pitch rather rapidly, and the halflings going off the pitch a bit
The
more.
trees
rapidly
aren't
than
going
the
anywhere.
Six. Yeah,
Yeah, trees are stuck.
and again he doesn't roll the take route, which with 3 rolls left.
The only reason I can justify that now is if his intention was to
I
pull out
think
the rest of his
that
drive.
James didn't want to score now because he's stuck.
I suppose if his intention isn't for anyone to score, just to bunker down and hold on to the ball,
Well, you've got overtime in playoffs and tons of rerolls because you're halving. So
failed handoff with reload Snake Eyes.
makes sense.
That's a shame.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
if
you're
you,
right. Yeah, I
And
mean,
if
it's
you
the only, it was
score-
the only move, you know.
Chaos might go back for your.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree. He could have even not gone down the wing if he'd have thought a turn earlier about not trying to go for it and just stayed between the trees and just tried to go for the removals, maybe. Because I have no bench. I have no. Well, not even like I have no bench. That injury to me is me having 10 players the rest of the game. Whereas, his 3 removals are he's still got a bench of 1.
Now, you go backfield with your skink.
Yeah, because I want.
Were you thinking about scoring at that point, or were you just trying to stop him scoring?
I was definitely thinking about scoring, but I was thinking I want to try and get into a safe place and I have a scoring threat already. I mean, Bologna. And I've also got 2 turns. 8 movement with 2 turns is like there's some scoring threats. There's the guy by the Crocs is a scoring threat.
Yeah.
Without even the guy by the Crocs can score without doing any GFIs. The guys on the same level as the Crocs can score doing 1 GFI. The guy with the ball can still score by doing 4 GFIs. Literally all my lizards are still scoring threats at the moment. So although I think it's a good idea to go for the players who are far forward,
like playing rats with 10 gunners.
Yeah, basically. I mean, in a world where the average movement isn't 6, it's.
I would have been tempted right there to throw.
Yeah, I would have thrown him.
Fling to be tossed
I would have thrown
by
him.
Fling Machine 2.
Absolutely.
Just throw him down, and hopefully he would land on his feet and he'd be able to intercept a skink that ran long.
Well, I was casting this game, at the time, and not really paying attention. So around this point that what's his name? Sorry, Artemis Black raided me with a bunch of viewers who complained that considering all the flings were called fling to be tossed, there was basically not very much tossing going on.
I guess it's like a quantum thing. Like if the moment you throw them, they're no longer to be thrown.
Yeah, and also like that blitz there was essentially I knew that the threat was to have a fling thrown at me, so I actively hit the one that was the.
Here's the fireball.
Oh, your computer must be faster than mine.
I'll pause for a moment.
No, that's fine. Mine's down as well. That's fine. But I thought I've set up in such a way that quite a lot of
Fireball! Whoa!
Oh, do you know what? I have all my animations turned off.
Oh, okay.
That was a huge fireball, but I still. Wow.
Still, it's an AG4 skink. Marking it doesn't do a lot.
No.
Unless you're marking it with diving tackle.
Yeah.
Which is not.
No.
And a 1 into a 1 on a fling dodge.
That was strange because he didn't block the real path.
I mean, I think that last halfling, that's what the last halfling's going to do, is he's going to run down there. But
yeah, but actually,
That's it. Score.
yeah,
when you see a blodger without
Wrong
you don't have
cheerleaders.
tackles, he could just lightning bolt.
he got a niggle in the game before the playoffs.
Oh, okay.
In turn 16 of the last game before the playoffs, after I'd beaten my opponent.
Was it a foul?
My opponent, Wismerald, whatever his name is.
Wismerald.
Yeah.
I'd just say
Yeah.
well done. That's it.
GG. That's a GG, isn't it? Smiley face.
If you can't get to the playoffs yourself, the best thing you can do is ruin the chance of the other player.
Well, actually, so I think he did get to the playoffs, but obviously, I think he was 1 step behind me or something. I can't remember.
So he had his cake and ate it.
Yeah, so he was. I guess there was always the chances that he was he was fouling to stop meeting me or whatever. But also, best procs in the league as well. So,
Yeah,
did you say
That's
oh yeah, cool.
that's another reason why tabletop is better, because after you can just get rid of the niggle. On 4 plus with modificator +1 if you have Apple. Did you know that?
I do not remember that rule.
Wait,
I think I might have
Is that a new rule or is that a?
It's from Blood Bowl 2000.
New edition.
16.
That's new.
Oh, that's new for you. Okay.
Yeah, that wasn't in the rules. That wasn't in the
competition rulebook.
Yeah, the CRP.
No.
And yeah,
That's
I still
very
need to
nice.
read the new rules. I have them.
Oh.
But I got them. I got the book, and it's sat on the shelf, and I'm not in tune with the differences.
yeah, me too. I've played some tabletop, but not very much. One tournament.
The new rules are very good actually, because you got to rebuy your team after a season.
Yeah, I must admit I don't mind that idea.
Tree routing on the first.
You're ahead of us again. Put animations on, don't know it.
Right.
Although only a little bit ahead of me.
Oh no, I do have them all on.
Yeah.
I have no idea. What's going on.
I was about to say you had the and both down, so unrooted.
Unrooted.
Yeah,
the
but
hard way.
that was one of the latest actions in a turn, and
Yeah.
he didn't reroll them with 5 rerolls.
Yeah, no, yeah.
He's very.
What are
conservative.
rerolls for a Fling team? I don't know.
I mean, this is part of the reason why I
Oh,
don't.
see what the relolls are for? The relolls are for the turn 32 kickoffs. Haven't used them.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can spare one for Fling, but not 5.
as you can see, I'm already using my movement to kind of run away from one side, which basically makes
Yeah, these
3
guys
and a half.
redundant.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm pointing them out.
One tree's too far away, one tree's prone.
Yeah. I mean, actually, saying that, the one I just stood up, Jesse, I could have just moved him so he's standing next to the tree and making the tree's life difficult. But trees.
It's movement 1 though, so.
Yeah,
And
trees.
the
so
GFI is
rarely,
always good.
yeah. Trees so rarely actually stand up anyway. It's 50-50. Right? Oh, he stands up. Fine.
He's up.
But yeah, I mean, I like.
Well, that's
This
one
makes-
of the reasons why you should place a Fling. Because even if root or knockdown happens, 3 men always can throw a Fling,
Yeah.
No, I forgot you even had Zara. Zara was so far.
Zara can be thrown. Can
I mean, actually, so I think it was actually Zara's forward movement and being slightly on one side that was the reason I went down this side.
Yeah,
yeah.
makes sense.
Not so much the trees. I mean, the trees I'm
Oh!
so far away most of the time anyway.
Oh, that would have bold. That's bold.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it would have been marking. Was that a blitz?
and he's got sidestep as well. So I don't know if that's because
Yeah, it was a blitz on
That's
a dodge
long
on a blodger.
that's long odds.
I mean, to be fair, I 1D powered someone off the pitch earlier. But,
oh, first death. Thing 14.
yeah.
We
And
shall
also
remember you.
the point at which I have removed enough flings that they actually are down players. And I was
Puggy KO'd.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
James must have thought that's it now.
I don't know. He played on really well at this point, so I don't think he did. I think or at least and it didn't feel like I was that far ahead. I mean, flings can always throw against you, score a couple of quick
Yeah.
buttons even at this type of.
He didn't foul you much. Well,
Oh, he did make a couple of fouls, but
but they were not terribly good fouls, because 1-2 assists.
I think every foul by a fling against a stink is worthwhile because there's such a team value difference.
yeah.
Yeah,
you
but
do-
it can backfire to you.
Oh, sure.
yeah, but he's. I mean, he's still got you know, a fairly good chance of having a whole team at the next drive anyway, right? And I am, you know, still on 9 players.
Yeah, but
What next drives are likely to be 2-0 up? And
Yeah,
then
but
it's
you're
kind
2
of
0 up though,
point.
so
Holy! I think I'm a little ahead.
okay.
Did you see the blitz?
No, Blitz is yet to come. Blitz is coming.
Yeah.
Zara Blitz. Come on, Zara.
6
Nice.
plus dodge.
Yeah.
Fails to start.
Easy.
Yeah.
You haven't got much choice there. You got to go for those sort of things, haven't you? At this stage.
I mean, if with a bit more planning, that could have been a 2 dice, which would have been actually no, 2 dice would have been worse than the stab, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Almost down.
Yeah, I think afterwards James was unhappy about some of the knockdowns, but I was going for a lot of 3. I was going for a lot of 3 dice blocks, so I feel like they were deserved, if that makes sense. Except for that 1 die power at the beginning.
Okay.
If it's getting, it might be Discord getting greedy because there's a lot of people in the chat and it's peer to peer.
And
don't think so.
you were breaking up earlier, and now you're not breaking up, so I wonder.
Okay.
But Twitch is pretty greedy too, though, right?
Yeah. I've got this on quite high quality as well. It keeps saying turn it down, but never mind.
By the way, Andy Davo hosted us.
Oh, good egg. So,
No one's.
kick off. It's turn 12 for the
Or at
Flings.
least-
2-0 down. What's
at
going to
least
happen?
Andy-
Come on, James. You know what to do. I think that Crocs is going to get a blitz off a tree in a minute.
Should have
We'll
just
see.
stabbed the AG4 skink first before doing that 2 dice blitz with ton that turned.
Yeah, I mean,
into
just have
skulls.
when you're receiving,
Yeah.
have Buffy do the stab.
Well, yeah, no, he was saying that when he blitzed with in the first half, when he blitzed with Puggy, and it got 2 skulls. Remember, I was saying that he like was a lot more wary of using Puggy after that. If he'd have stabbed with Zart, he could have done a jump up stab on my Agi4 before that, and he should have, because you know, you can't go wrong. Double 1 wouldn't have been a turn ending, would it?
I mean, I don't like doing that procrastination. What's the word where you start off, you work backwards from what the dice were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like to do that
That's
because
impossible.
it's
but
Zara,
the
pick it up.
point.
Pick it up, Zara. That's better.
Loner pass.
And then-
Possibly the first loner pass of the. I mean, he's been throwing rerolls at loners a few times as well.
Crocs with an eagle, getting a foul.
Yeah, +4 to the armor.
Oh, stun.
Another stun.
I think I have to pause for a moment.
double go for it foul.
But you know, yeah, he failed a go for it foul earlier. Which I'm
Tell
not
me
sure.
if you see Lizardman blitz.
Okay. Oh, double
Yeah.
skull.
Blitz.
Double pow.
Onto-
Nice.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I got a reroll from kickoff event this time. Basically, the kickoff event totally saved me in this
Yeah,
game.
but you had
Oh,
11
Skull.
fun factor.
Yeah, no, but I mean, I got getting the blitz. Blitz isn't affected
Yeah,
by fan factor.
Blitz, the
Yeah,
blitz
but
was a great
with
result.
11 fun factor, you don't bad kickoffs.
It's only
Okay,
plus 1
Double
fame.
skull, and then a pow.
Yeah,
But if a
Oh.
pitch invasion happened,
yeah.
Oh, yeah, sure, pitch invasion. It's only plus 1, no, only the plus.
But basically,
it's 5 plus instead of 6. It's a big difference.
Sure.
but basically, you know, my first defensive drive getting a blitz, my
Yeah.
you know, my second defensive drive getting a free reroll. Can't remember what my offensive drive kickoff was.
Well, that's
But,
why
you know.
some coaches have one
He's going
assistant
to pass
coach
it.
in
It's a good
halfing
pass,
team,
or handoff, I should say.
so they can cut those
To the
rerolls
tree.
from opponents.
Here's a toss fling. It
Yeah.
lands, and it's a touchdown.
Yeah, as Sengili gave away a little bit away, he nearly made a comeback with the last 5 turns.
That's great.
And he also just posted that was a good foul.
That was a great foul.
Yeah.
I love fouls.
we all love fouls.
We all love fouls.
And interceptions.
Oh,
I mean,
love
basically-
interceptions, especially tree interceptions.
Lizards are basically the
No mummies?
only bad stunty team for fouling.
Yeah, they're too expensive.
Yeah. Everyone else got like a cheap fouling piece.
Oh, I recommend Bretonians because halving with Dirty Player
Yeah.
is the same cost as Peasant with Dirty Player.
Okay, so for everyone else, the Flings are setting up. 3 turns left each. Core Knights.
We need
to-
some tossing.
Yeah. Well, they could do with the blitz here, couldn't they? Really, and throw. See, could he at this point have put a tree off the line? So if he does get a blitz, then he can throw a fling to try and pick it up.
Can you throw during the blitz?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, if you're
Yes,
not on the line,
you can.
Not on the line. Yeah.
No,
absolutely.
no.
But the thing is that some people won't base your 3-man on.
Yeah, that's true. It might not have been base, but
I think I put lizards in base for both. of
yeah,
them
you did.
for that reason.
Short kick and a
That's
bribe.
exactly what I do.
Crocs tries to catch the ball at the air, doesn't fancy it.
This kick is huge.
Yeah, another short kick.
Yeah, and this time it's not what's it?
Yeah, blitz.
You know. No,
Jesus, this kick is.
Where's your AG4 one? Because he needs to come and pick it up, really, doesn't he?
in the backfield hiding.
Oh,
That's it.
so I have to pause a little now.
Nice pick up. Dodge away. Okay, you got a GFI there, I guess, because it's just too risky to stay.
Oh, I've got a reroll as well, right? You know.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's And now.
Did
it's-
Sengil not have an Epo?
Yeah.
Well-
Oh no.
He
No.
just didn't have one. He's not spent it.
No, and I haven't used mine either.
The thing is, in Stunty League, that Pug is awesome because he can 2-die cage dive now.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean,
the throw.
except if you look at where
Is this a high risk throw? Was there any way this could have gone wrong?
Worth it. I
No, no. Actually, it could have hit Zara, unless it scattered back very far. 3-3-1. I can't remember how that plays out.
it can scatter up to 3 squares, so it depends on where he was aiming for, doesn't it?
Yeah, he probably targeted somewhere safe, judging from where he landed.
Oh, and going back to what Larry said, have a look at where my diving tackle players are. There's only like one place one square he could dodge into that wasn't going through diving tackle.
Yes,
and
that was very good.
And I was doing that. I mean, basically, I think diving tackle and sidestep are the things that win you Stunty. Like once you've got a built team.
At this point, are you trying to score again, or you've barely got time?
No, I mean, I think I was thinking about it.
You didn't even. I've just seen you skink run in the opposite direction.
Yeah.
Right.
Run safe.
But a couple of fairly dodgy 1-dices to get free. I'd like to point out the replay isn't showing the vast amount of time I spent thinking that turn. Normally I'm pretty quick.
It's the problem of not watching it live. So,
Well, all the good
with
thing
the-
about not watching it live.
with Krendor going backfield,
Yeah.
it takes a throw to do anything, and even then, that's not going to get the ball up to their touch. They're not going to be able to have to throw and then blitz you, and it's.
I mean, they
throw.
can get a couple of players into. But part of the reason why
He's going for the throw.
Yeah,
And
part
a
of the
guy
reason
with block.
Oh, he's landed it, but is he within range?
Not even with 2
camera
go for it, so
angle.
you can mark.
Oops.
Oh no, sorry, 2 go for it.
Yeah, you can get there.
The bad thing about
One.
Cornite's team, Lizard Man, is that Skinks don't have the right stuff, and Crocs
Yeah.
cannot throw.
no throwing. Yeah.
Pow,
Although
pow,
Frank-
pow. Oh, block. That's a shame.
I mean, he's marked, but
That would have been overtime there. Absolutely.
Yeah. Marked agility for Stunty, yeah. On the ball carrier, right?
The ball carrier could be surfed if you put someone on the opposite corner and hit him from the other side.
No,
Yeah.
sidestep, you have to...
Yeah, so
You have to box him in entirely. Yeah.
Okay. This
Yeah,
is
but
it.
Puggy has 2 dice on this guy, so... I think blitzing with Puggy is the best way.
He does. Here he comes in.
Oh, don't spoil it.
Go on, Puggy. Oh, bushes.
Go, Puggy.
Yes, finally. Got him down. Kill him.
You could be
shame.
lying. I don't
Yes.
Yeah, you might have lost.
Oh, that's a good scatter too.
Yeah. Just pick up in a tackle zone and then a pass to this guy.
But
Oh, yeah.
what can you lose?
No stab.
I'd like to put it out. That's a pick up in a tackle, and
Oh, he gets a 6.
tail tackle zone.
Core Knight's heart is in his mouth.
Yeah, no kidding. I was screaming at the.
Oh, so close. If you had diving tackle as well. If you had diving
Back straight
tackle.
out. An MVP stolen by...
Zara.
Yeah. And a loner.
Yeah, next to the goddamn
I'd
Crocs.
like-
You're right, Sengil,
I'd like
but you rolled a 6,
Wow,
you picked
what
it
a
up, man.
match.
Do you know what I mean?
Did you buy him, Connor?
I might have done.
The
Yeah,
loner.
very plausibly. I don't know. I can't remember. I'll be able to tell you because I'm actually looking at my team at the moment. So.
Okay. Oh, there we go. That's the Stunty
Yes.
final.
Yes, I did buy him.
Oh, 2 seconds left. Sengil said, and it was a 4.
Yeah. It was a 4. Yeah. It was failed by the Stunty. Yeah. If that hadn't been a Stunty, it would have been a 4 plus throw.
Yeah, and a perfect one.
Yeah.
Coulda, woulda, shoulda.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sengil, I probably would have gone for the GFIs on that last bit. But, you know, I don't think he had a reroll left, did he? I'm not sure. I can't remember. It's too exciting.
He'd used the reroll on the block, remember? So
Yeah.
Puggy rerolled the loner rerolled the block.
Oh, it's one of those things, isn't it? You want to get on the that app that gives you the odds, but when you only got 5 seconds left, it's like, oh, what do I do? Do I go for it and go for it and go for it and then throw, or what?
I'm pretty sure that 3 dice where it's a 2 plus 2 plus 4 plus
Yeah,
is worse than a 5 plus.
it's worse
right?
than 5 plus. Yeah, I think
Once
it's
more,
more
once
dice,
more.
isn't it?
Two GFIs and then a 4 plus is worse than a 5 plus.
Yes.
But yeah, Good.
Yeah.
a good
So-
game.
It was the right choice, but you know,
A good
what
game.
was the thing Helio said about you can't
Yeah.
look back in time and
You can't second guess yourself.
Yeah.
Precognate. I can't find the word. I know the word in my head.
precognate. Yeah, postcognate would make more sense.
Oh,
Yeah.
Think about something after the fact.
Yeah, but the dice are a. If you look at the renderings of the random number generator, it is snow. It isn't a pattern that you can determine.
No.
So attempting to do so is just madness.
Yeah.
Okay, so Sengil says
And
also
yeah.
he
I was
wants to
about
foul
say-
every skink on the ground.
Oh wait, 2 plus 2.
Yeah.
2 plus 2 plus and 4 plus, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No,
It's
3,
better.
2 plus 2 plus
Ah.
2 plus 4 plus.
No, it was
'Cause he had
2
sprint.
GFIs. Oh,
Yeah.
we had sprints.
He could
No,
have
but I
made
think
3.
only two of them would have been enough to make it. I don't know.
Oh,
Whatever.
Right, so
okay.
just-
But yeah, no, I agree with James's comment that you just said about fouling every skink. Basically, I would have, if I was him, I would have gone for the attrition and just tried to kill as many lizards as possible in the first half and not really pay that much attention to making forward
To
progress.
scoring, yeah.
So
I think he overstretched himself trying to go forward, and that made it too easy for me to defend, basically, because I could always move back to stop him, whereas he couldn't really carry on the push. Yeah.
There we go. Okay, well, a great game. So, if you fancy some mad, stunty fun, like what you have just seen, then I'll put the sign-up link below. I'm going to put this on a
Larkstar, we are waiting for you.
bit of social media.
Larkstar.
Larkstar, yeah. Our Fling hero, that's what we need. But Fling's next season for definite. So
Or an ogre, you know.
Even Larkstar can't win Stunty Cup.
Yeah, so
No way.
just remind people which teams haven't won yet. So Flings, unfortunately, he's won, which I play, and it's
Ogres.
Ogres.
I think ogres are like a fine wine. They take a while. I think they're nearly there now. I think these
Ogres are the worst.
They are.
They are,
but also the most explosive. If they get a spree going, no one can say no.
Worst.
I mean, I actually think that high TV ogres, in the Stunty League, there's not really, it will be hard to answer, 6.
Yeah, it'd be hard to counter that.
High skill, like if you get block on a few of them.
Yeah, 6
and
blackle ogres.
Tackle most probably.
But yeah, there we go. More Stunty coaches, exactly, James, exactly. All right. Well,
but
thanks
the thing
everyone.
with let me just say one thing. The thing with ogres is you need someone to play them for a long time because they're really shit to start.
Yeah.
And it's only when they're massively high TV above everyone else in Stunty at low TV, and the other teams are running out of things to buy that I think that they'll do well.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, thanks everyone. Thanks for joining me. Sorry for the broadcast going in and out a bit, but hopefully it's all patched together now, so that'll be better. I think James might be playing ogres next season. He's saying.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he said he was going to reroll. I was going to reroll to ogres as well, but I don't want to look like I'm copying him.
He loves them. I love them as well. All right. Well, thanks.
I love ogres too, but I'm playing them in rock, so I can't really just be ogre everywhere.
Well, thanks everyone. Thanks for watching. You at home. And yeah, hopefully see you signing up for Stunty League season. Where are we at? 6, 7?
7.
Stunty League 7. Okay, with an actual cup.
You're going to put a link in the show notes or something?
Yeah, I'll put a link in the show notes. But yeah, if this is on social media, then it will be below. But yeah, thanks.
Maybe we should post it in the stream chat before you turn the stream off.
That's good.
How about